In the headlines, Tinubu at Chatham House pledges to fix health sector through attracting best Nigerian doctors abroad. Public Accounts Committee of the House of Representatives probe 4 trillion naira power supply debt by Togo, Benin, Niger republics. Police rescue 2, arrest 1 for alleged kidnapping in Nasarawa. And away from Nigeria, Ramaphosa wins crucial NEC debate as parliamentary vote on Fala Fala report delayed by a week. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. Beginning with political matters, presidential candidate of the ruling All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, has vowed to fix the nation's health sector by attracting the best of Nigerian doctors abroad back to the country. Tinubu made this vow while speaking at the Chatham House in London on Monday. There has been some controversies over the early days of the former governor of Lagos State, but Tinubu said his detractors can request a DNA test to validate that he is indeed a son of the Tinubu family. The APC presidential candidate also insisted that his birth, academic and professional records were consistent, adding that his critics are only wasting their time and money. He stressed that he graduated from Chicago State University and has now received his original replacement degree certificate from the institution. The conversation was moderated by the Director, Africa Programs at the Royal Institute of International Affairs, Alex Vines.
At the time of birth, I was dated March 29, 1952, and the family record. I didn't think then, that day, I've determined to be or decided to be a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Not even that I will go to politics. I've had a very good exposure in life. My record is consistent. And the school and the university, they question. They now convinced that they wasted their money and their time. The record is there. The transcript is there. So in March 1952, I'm not claiming another father. I am Tinubu and Tinubu proper. If they want a DNA, they could as well require for one. One of them has been even accused of not being a Nigerian citizen. I didn't touch that area.
Former Vice President and People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar on Monday took his campaign to Lagos, declaring that the federal government and not the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu developed Lagos. Atiku, who stated that the APC government in the state had been lying that Lagos was turned around under the Tinubu as the governor between 1999 and 2007, recalled that major infrastructures in the state were built by the federal government. According to the PDP presidential hopeful, the third mainland bridge, the Agege Motor Road, Ikorodu Road, among others linking Lagos Island to the mainland, were built by the federal government at different times. He vowed to restructure the country if elected by ceding more power to states and local governments, saying that it will now be up to the people to hold the authorities in the states and local government areas responsible.
In 1969, there was only one all-Kata bridge built by the Europeans. No second mainland bridge, no third mainland bridge, no Tafawa Balewa Square. That was when I came to Lagos. All of you were not born then.
That was when I was born, sir.
Now, I want to tell you, this is a fact. You can go and check. The federal government built the second mainland bridge. The federal government rebuilt the old Kata bridge. The federal government built the third mainland bridge, rebuilt Agege Motor Road, rebuilt Okorodu Road, all the major roads connecting island and mainland. Now, the ADSC and APC government have been telling you lies that they develop Lagos. They did not develop Lagos at all. Now lie.
Today, if you enter all the Oregun, Ilupeju, Oba Akra, do you still have those companies again? No. In those days of PDP, from 1999, when you enter Lagos, you see crane all over everywhere, working. That shows the economy was moving. I'm telling Lagosians, Lagos is where money is made. Abuja is where money is shared. South is where money is produced. So under PDP, we'll restore the economy of Nigeria. All those factories that have left Lagos today, they will all come back. By Atiku Abubakar's administration, the economy of Lagos will bounce back. Everything will come back to life.
Now, President Muhammadu Buhari has urged the Nigerian army to remain neutral and work towards the success of the 2023 general elections in the country. He gave the directive while declaring open the Chief of Army Staff's Annual Conference 2022 held in Sokoto with the theme Building a Professional Nigerian Army for 21st Century Security Environment on Monday. The president said it was imperative that the armed forces support the civil authority by providing a peaceful environment to enable its successful conduct. The president further enjoined the army to maintain professionalism and uphold all human rights obligations while discharging their constitutional duties, and pledged that special intervention will be made to fast-track the activation of the Nigerian Army Aviation and reveal that the acquisition of platforms for Army Aviation was considered in the 2023 budget. Meanwhile, the president on Monday restated his commitment to to handing over leadership to an elected president on May 29 next year. He stated this in a brief remark to the Minister of National Education, Preschool and Sports of the Kingdom of Morocco, Shakib Ben Musa, who visited the State House, Abuja, as special envoy of King Mohammed VI. The president, in a statement issued by his media aide Garba Shehu, said his term in office will end on that day, which will also see the inauguration of a new president in line with the Constitution. President Buhari, who said he will study the message sent and respond accordingly, gave assurances that at the same time that he will continue to cherish and strengthen the very warm and cordial relations between the two countries. Now, Public Accounts Committee of the House of Representatives has resolved to probe the over 4 trillion naira revenue debt owed to the federal government by some international electricity customers, which include republics of Togo, Benin, and Niger. The committee also summoned the managing director of the Nigeria Bulk Electricity Trading NBET PLC, Dr. Nemeka Ewelukwa, for explanations of the debt. The notice was contained in a letter by Chairman of the committee, Oluwole Oke. The letter demanded the physical appearance of Ewelukwa alongside Dr. Marilyn Amobi, who served as MD-CEO from 2016 to 2020, to justify the reason for non-rendition of the audited accounts from 2014 to 2019 on December 8, 2022. To defend the accounts laid before the Parliament by the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation. The Academic Staff Union of Universities has opposed the proposed introduction of education loan, which it says has proven to be a monumental failure in Nigeria and some other countries where it was introduced. The union said it is troubled that the proponents of the policy are so eager to foist it down the throats of Nigerians when they have done more to push Nigerians into poverty through sheer incompetence in handling the economic fortunes of the nation. ASUU made this known in a statement signed by its president, Emmanuel Osodeke, on Monday, following its National Executive Council meeting, which held at the University of Calabar. The lecturers appealed to well-meaning Nigerians to prevail on the government to release the withheld salaries of its members, adding that they view as casualization the payment of salaries to some of its members in the month of October based on pro rata. The ASUU leaders appreciated its members and their families for their resilience, assuring that their understanding and perseverance in the face of hardship and provocation occasioned by government's insensitivity shall be rewarded by posterity. Nasarawa State Police Command has rescued 2 victims and apprehended 1 person suspected to be a kidnapper. A statement by the Command Public Relations Officer, Raman Nansel, said that the arrest followed a complaint lodged over the kidnapping of private security guards in Karu local government area of the state. The statement said that the manhunt on perpetrators of the crime paid off with the arrest of a 35-year-old man from Tafa local government area of Kaduna State. It further said that in the course of the investigation, the suspect led the police operatives to their enclave at Hilltop Jijipe village, where 2 victims were rescued unhurt and reunited with their families. He said a wooden carved gun used in perpetrating such act was seized as exhibit. The command said that the suspect will be charged to court after investigation. The Northeast Development Commission says it needs 31 trillion naira to accomplish 10 years of sustainable projects in the region. This was disclosed at a media parley and tour of projects with chief executives of media outfits across the country in Maiduguri. The managing director of the Northeast Development Commission, Mohammed Al-Khali, while showcasing the Commission's completed and ongoing projects, said that the new Northeast Stabilization and Development Master Plan will actualize the mission of interventions in education, ICT, health, roads and agriculture, among others. The Commission also appealed to media organizations to project its achievements to the public and help curb the spread of fake news.
Out of this 31 trillion naira, we know it's a humongous amount of money, and we don't want to even go and tell the federal government that give us all this money, which they don't have. But out of this 31 trillion, 80% we are planning to get it from the PPP, donor agencies, and other actors across the world. In fact, when we are all ready stabilized, we may even consider doing a donor conference for that particular situation. Because at this now, we have all the figures and statistics of what needs to be done. I told you we have 529 program, project, and something. And when we display all those items, some people will take A, some will take B, donors can just do it. So it's a multifaceted approach.
So our advice to them is to ensure that the media is at the heart of the operations of the NEDC so that the people are better informed on the reasons for the establishment of these development agencies and for the people to actually feel the reasons for the establishment of these development agencies so that it doesn't become an agency on paper and people are not seeing their output.
You're watching the news update on Trust Television. Coming up shortly. Jos residents desert hospital due to abandoned road project. Details of this and more after the break. Now, as part of efforts to support Africa's goal of strengthening...
Now, looking at the activity chart, as you can see right here, a total volume of 130...
A Boko Haram crisis that at that time was restricted to Yobe.
How secure are they? You can see security men with blood.
This is the road leading up to the...
Really, if you look at English squad, you are looking at EPL, you are looking at their names. You are not looking at...
Welcome back. This is the news update on Trust Television. Here's a look at the top stories again. Tinubu at Chatham House pledges to fix health sector through attracting best Nigerian doctors abroad. Plus, okay, we do apologize for that mix-up, but we'll move on with the stories. Now, Kasuwar Kanawa is a famous market in Sokoto State established by visiting traders during the national preaching of the Jibwis held in the state about 20 years ago. The market is known by its unique operational features that distinguished it from other markets in the state. In this report, Yushao Adamu examines what makes Kasuwar Kanawa unique among its peers.
At about 2 p.m., when business activities are expected to be at their peak, Kasuwar Kanawa was deserted, with majority of the shops under lock and key. Business activities at Kasuwar Kanawa usually starts from 6 p.m. and ends at 12 midnight or even beyond. During Salah and Maulud festivities, the market operates from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily, as customers from far and near are trooping into the market to shop for their loved ones.
An kafa wannan kasuwa ne lokacin da aka yi wa'azin ƙasa.
This market was established during the national preaching organized by Izalatul Bid'ah wa Iqamatis Sunnah. Traditionally, during this kind of gathering, traders also conduct their businesses. So after the event, the traders realize opportunities for business and therefore remain behind and continue with their businesses. That was how the market started. The market was named Kasuwar Kanawa because majority of the traders who remained behind after the annual preaching were from Kano State.
Mutanen Kano sun fi yawa. To zaman sunan din sai yasa ake kiran sunan da Kasuwar Kanawa.
Traders from across the northern states who deal in shoes, bags, cosmetics and textiles are making brisk businesses at this market during the annual Salah and Maulud festivities. Consequently, when the festivities are over, the visiting traders will go back to their respective states until next year, same time.
Yanyan Kasuwar Kanawa ana gudana kamar sauran kasuwanni.
Business at Kasuwar Kanawa is being conducted like in any other market, except that in this market business starts from evening and ends at 12. And during Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Kabir, we normally spend the whole night conducting our businesses.
An tashi ita Kasuwar Kanawa na iya kai har karfe 10 har 11 har 12 ma.
Kasuwar Kanawa is being patronized largely by women because of its specialty and discounted prices of goods sold at the market. As the market continues to gain its ground, traders are in need of financial assistance from the authorities concerned to boost their businesses. I came from Gezawa local government area of Kano State. I have been conducting business in this market for almost 10 years now. At the beginning, I shuttled, but later I relocated to Sokoto with my family. If the Sokoto state government can support the business activities of traders at Kasuwar Kanawa, substantial revenue could be generated for the state. From Sokoto, Yushao Adamu, Trust TV News.
Now, residents of Garabadahu community in Jos North local government area of Plateau State have deserted the primary healthcare center in the area due to the discomfort caused by dust from an abandoned road project. They told Trust TV that the abandoned road was awarded in 2014 and was only graded and abandoned by the contractors. Ado Musa reports.
The abandoned road, according to the people of the community, is a 1.5 kilometers project awarded 9 years ago, adding that its abandonment has subjected the community to severe hardship. The residents said the condition of the road compelled them to abandon the only primary healthcare center in the area, because the dust generated by vehicular movement in the area has caused them health challenges. They said it was better to go to other hospitals outside the community than to visit the community hospital, where they were likely to develop other diseases instead of getting treatment for their ailments. This road construction is not a blessing to us because it has resulted in a lot of damage. It has caused many of the residents, including children, to develop different diseases. Many are now asthmatic. That is why we can no longer visit our primary healthcare center here in the community, because the hospital is by the roadside and dust is everywhere in the hospital. You can't go to where you will develop another disease as a patient. That is why we abandoned it. There are staff in the hospital, but people can no longer go there for treatment. Victoria Ado, head of the abandoned primary healthcare, while confirming the refusal of people to visit the hospital, called on the appropriate authority to come to their aid, as their health condition was also at risk.
As I have said from the beginning, the dust that we are experiencing in this facility is very bad, especially concerning the health of our patients here. One cannot come to the facility to get good help, and the reverse will be the case, which will be very bad. So we are pleading, if it will be possible for us to have a tarot on the main road here, it will reduce the level of the dust that we do experience in the hospital.
While lamenting the poor condition of the road, the residents, however, call on the government to help them complete the road to reduce the challenges that accompany it. Ado Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.
The Minister of Water Resources, Suleiman Adamu, has said that the federal government made considerable progress in providing access to potable water in Nigeria, with 66,761 water schemes producing nearly 800 million litres daily and serving over 32 million Nigerians. Adamu made this known at a press briefing in Abuja. The report.
Culture Lai Mohammed debunked claims by the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar that the Buhari administration had done nothing.
There have been 29,461 beneficiaries from Adamawa State alone of the Empower program of the Buhari administration. Under the homegrown school feeding program, so 162,782 pupils from Adamawa State are benefiting from our 1 million day program. That program employs also 2,259 cooks in Adamawa and has covered 1,236 schools in the state. How many school children did the PDP feed in Adamawa or anywhere in the 8 years of that Atiku Abubakar was vice president?
Minister of Water Resources Suleiman Adamu, while highlighting achievements from 2015 towards 2023, says the ministry's activities are guided by the provisions of the National Water Resources Master Plan, 2016 to 2030 Water Sector Roadmap, and the Sustainable Development Goals. He noted that new projects were not introduced since 116 water supply projects, dams, hydropower and irrigation projects were inherited, with several uncompleted or abandoned ones since the 1980s.
Nigeria has a potential of, according to the Water Resources Master Plan, 12,200 megawatts. But with improvement in technology, where you can cascade, you can have a hydropower plant and you can go downstream and have another one, I think this is understated. Kainji and Jeba and Shiroro account for 1,930 megawatts, and I believe Zunyeru will still come on board.
Adamu also spoke on efforts by the federal government to boost agriculture and food security of the nation, as well as hydropower generation.
We've been able, in the last 7 years, to provide potable water to Nigerians, to 32 million Nigerians. 6,761 water schemes developed across the country in urban, small town and rural areas, providing 794 million liters per day. And out of the 36 or 41 water supply projects we inherited, we handed over a few to the state. We prioritized 36. And out of the 36 we prioritized, we've completed 30. And the rest, like I said, were either closed or transferred to the state.
Meanwhile, stakeholders in the sector want the federal government to take control of interstate waters and other provisions contained in the proposed Nigeria Water Resources Bill at the National Assembly to ensure effective administration of the sector. Aisha Salihu, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Now, away from Nigeria, a parliamentary debate on a devastating report that suggested South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa may have broken the constitution was scheduled to take place on Tuesday, but has been postponed by a week. According to the report, Ramaphosa reportedly concealed a theft from his farm. His spokesperson called the story flawed and stated that he had rejected any misconduct. The discussion will be held on December 13 in order to allow lawmakers to travel to Cape Town, where Parliament is located, according to a decision made by the Programming Committee of the House of Representatives on Monday night. Although the ruling ANC party has stated it will vote against any attempt to impeach President Ramaphosa, the debate over the report may determine whether or not to do so. This is coming days after President Cyril Ramaphosa's spokesman said he will not resign over allegations that he kept large sums of cash on his property, then covered up in its theft. And that's a wrap on the news update. Watch more via all our social media platforms and also on our YouTube. My name is Ayuba Ilya. Thanks for watching.